everyone, welcome and welcome back to JUENFO Kitchen, where we just enjoy food. So let's enjoy some green banana and carrot porridge. The first thing I'm going to do is to just add a little bit of water here into my pot. A half a teaspoon of salt and a couple of cinnamon leaves. You could also use the cinnamon stick if that's what you have. And I'm going to leave this on low to simmer in order to extract the flavors. Alright, so I have the remainder of my ingredients here. For flavor, I'm going to be adding some vanilla extract as well as rose water. I have my nutmeg here, which I'm going to be grating in a bit. I'm using freshly grated, but if you have grounded, you can use that. I'm also going to be using some cinnamon powder as well in addition to the cinnamon leaves. And I'm going to be using 3 different types of milk. I have my condensed milk for sweetness, some coconut milk, and this is fresh homemade. As you can see, it's starting to separate already. And some unsweetened almond milk. Of course, your coconut milk doesn't have to be homemade. If you have the store-bought, you can use that instead. So a lot of persons use sugar in addition to the condensed milk for sweetness, and there's nothing wrong with that, but for me personally, it's either or. So if you want to use a little bit of sugar in addition to your condensed milk, that's fine. And if you want this recipe to be completely vegan, you can definitely swap out this condensed milk for vegan condensed milk. I believe that they have one that's made from coconut milk, or you can just use the sugar instead. I have a homemade coconut milk video that I have here on the channel, so if you're interested, I'll link it for you so you can check it out. In the meantime, I'm going to get to peeling my bananas and my carrots. So I have 2 large fingers of banana, green banana here, and 1 very large carrot. What I really love about this porridge is that it's packed with nutrients like potassium, zinc, and you get vitamin A from the carrots. Porridge is one of the more affordable meals, but for the most part lacks a lot of nutrients. This is a good way to get more vegetables and fiber in your diet, and if you have children, this is also a good way to get them to eat more vegetables. I slice the carrots a lot thinner because they're a lot tougher, so they're harder to break down. I'm going to add a little bit of oats to this, and I'm going to blend it with my almond milk. Now feel free to switch out this for dairy milk. You don't have to use almond milk. I like to blend the cinnamon powder because sometimes when you add it to the pot, it tends to clump up. Be sure to blend this out really smooth, alright? Make sure that you don't have any lumps in it. When you're making porridge, make sure you stir often because you don't want any lumps in it. And keep your flame low. Alright, so now I'm going to start to flavor with my vanilla, rose water, and nutmeg. And that's half of my nutmeg, which is about a half of a teaspoon. And I'm going to cover and let this cook for about 10 minutes. Making sure that I stir it occasionally. Alright guys, so my porridge has been boiling for about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in my coconut milk. Now I like to add this closer to the end because in my opinion you get a more intense flavor as opposed to if you added it at the beginning. And I'm also going to sweeten with my condensed milk. So my milk is a little bit thick because I had it in my fridge. And I'm going to allow this to boil uncovered for another 2 minutes or so. Now this took a total of 7 minutes, and that's 7 minutes boiling time. You don't need to boil your porridge for more than 10 minutes. If you want a higher ratio of milk, you can definitely substitute some of the water with milk, or you can just use all milk. The choice is up to you. One little tip I want to share with you guys: if you boil your porridge totally uncovered, you're going to end up with a thicker consistency because there's no condensation. Now, I don't like my porridge to be too thin either, so this consistency is perfect for me. Bearing in mind too, the longer it sits, the thicker it gets. So by the time that this is cool enough, it will be perfect in my opinion. And this porridge smells so delicious, guys. You can smell all the spices. It smells so good. I have tons of other porridge recipes here on the channel. I'll leave them here so you can check them out. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. I upload new videos every week. My other socials and website are linked in the description, as well as the recipe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, live life to the fullest and just enjoy food.